Okay, which number is a solution to the inequality? Well, let's read the inequality and then just identify it down from the choices. Um, B is any amount that is greater than 10.6. Negative numbers will never be greater than positive numbers, okay? So if B is bigger, we're looking for the bigger number than 10.6. Can't be that, can't be that. And 7 is not greater than 10.6 either. Okay, the only one that's bigger than 10.6 is D. And you can read that multiple ways. You could say 10.6 is less than B, okay? And it's still the same thing as reading it from this side and saying B is greater. But 10.6 is less than what B is, and if 10.6 is less, we're talking about things that are bigger than that, okay? Continuing on, down here, M is greater than 7/12. Well, 7/12 is a little bit more than 1/2, right? 6/12 is a half. So we're talking about we're looking for values that are greater than a little more than half, okay? Well, if we need numbers that are bigger than some positive number, they aren't going to be negative. We can't have B, C, or D. These numbers are all negative numbers, and none of them are going to be greater than a positive number. So the answer on this one is A. Okay, number 4 says, which number is the solution of the inequality? Since we have values, we can plug those values in and check and see if we get a true statement. So I'm going to write down here, do this multiple times. 8 is less than x times 7 minus x. And then I'm going to sub a number in. I'm going to say 8 is less than, and I'm going to put in a number here for x, and that's times 7 minus, I'm going to put a number in here for x as well. Okay? The first number we're going to put in is 2. And we're going to simplify this out. We say 8 is less than 2 times, what is this? 7 minus 2? It's 5. Okay? And when we simplify that out, we get 8 is less than 10. Is 8 less than 10? Yeah, it is. So this is going to be a solution. Let's check the other ones, though, to be sure. Okay? I'm going to take this number 2 out that we subbed in there and try the other ones. Let's try another one. 8 they had. Let's try 8. Okay, and let's simplify that. 8 is less than, let's see, 8 times 7 minus 8. This amount inside, 7 minus 8 is negative 1. And we get then 8 is less than, what's 8 times negative 1? It's negative 8. Is 8 less than negative 8? No, it's not true. So we're going to cross that one out. That can't be it. And let's just continue on in that manner. Okay, plugging the rest of them in just to check. Because sometimes you find the right answer and that's great, but verifying that the other ones don't work is the best way to be sure that you pick the right one. Okay, so we'll go to negative 1. And when we calculate that out, we say 8 is less than negative 1 times 7 minus negative 1 is the same as 7 plus 1, which is 8. Okay, and now we've got negative 1 times 8. That's negative 8. Is 8 less than negative 8? Nope, that was the same thing we got in the other one with a different value. Can't be that one. And we've got one more to check. We're going to put in 0. Eight is less than, well, this says 0 times 7 minus 0 is 7. Anything times 0 is 0, right? So we've got 8 is less than 0. Is 8 less than 0? No, that's not true either. So it was the first one. We found it straight away, but we checked the other ones just to be sure. Okay? Okay, which number is a solution of the inequality? Well, we could just solve this, and I'm going to do that right now actually first. 6 is greater than or equal to 6k. And we can divide both sides by 6 here to get it down to just k. K, like that. So we say 1 is greater than or equal to k, or another way of saying it is k is less than or equal to 1. So which number is less than or equal to 1? Well, there's only one that's less than or equal to 1, that's D, equal to. Okay? But you could also do what I did on number 4, this last one, and you could plug things in and check. But since it was easy to solve this one, and see that this is an equivalent form of the original given equation, then we can see what works in there. And the only one that would work in there would be D. Okay, D is the only one that's less than or equal to 1. Okay, let's do the last one on next slide. Okay, which number is the solution? Again, we could plug numbers in, but we could also just solve this, and I'm going to solve it. So I'm going to rewrite it here so I can manipulate it. Okay, what is our goal here? Our goal is to get this x by itself. Right, so the first thing we need to do is undo this minus 15 with a plus 15. 3 plus 15 less than or equal to 3x minus 15 plus 15. This becomes 18 less than or equal to, these amounts go away. We get 3x. And now we're going to divide both sides by 3. 18 divided by 3 is less than or equal to 3x divided by 3. And we get 6 is less than or equal to x. Or another way of saying it is that x is greater than or equal to 6. Which number is greater than or equal to 6? Well, D is equal to, and it's allowed to be equal to. That's the one answer, because we're saying numbers that are 6 or above, and none of the other ones are 6 or above except that one. There you go.